All right, it's official. No-code platforms are dead. We don't need them anymore. And as someone who's built my entire community on no-code platforms for the past 3 years, that's harder to admit than you would think. The final nail in the coffin was when I figured out how to actually extract the power out of Claude Code, because what I've been able to build in the last 2-3 weeks has been legitimately mind-blowing, to the point where it's completely broken my frame and my idea of what's possible. Now, these no-code tools, they existed for a reason. People like you and I, we didn't know how to code, but we wanted to build apps, so we needed some visual way of building these apps. And these no-code tools legitimately helped us do that. But in exchange, they determined how many users we could have, what features we get access to, what features they randomly rug from underneath us. And on top of that, they kept getting more and more expensive, while at the same time, tools like Claude Code kept getting more and more powerful. So while all of these trade-offs may have made sense back then, I just don't think they do anymore. Because tools like Claude Code can write real production level code. Now, it's not a magic bullet. It's not going to one-shot an enterprise grade application with one prompt. But if you give it the right prompts and the right foundation, what it can produce is legitimately mind-blowing. And so once that realization hit home that Claude Code is only as powerful as the foundation you give it, I just set out to build the best foundation that I could. And so that's what I built. I built an application that handles authentication for you. It handles roles and permissions. It handles team creation and management. It handles real-time updates. It handles security. It handles basically everything it should and nothing more. And so in my opinion, I've created the perfect blank canvas that takes care of all the boring stuff so you can focus on what's actually important. And the funny thing is, I didn't build this to release it as a template. I built it for myself and then I shared it with my community, and then they all tried to get their hands on it. And then they suggested I release it. And then when I told them the price I was going to release it for, they said it was too cheap. Now you might be saying, well, why can't I build this yourself? And the answer is you probably can. And if you're up for a bit of a challenge, then you're more than welcome to do so. But I've been doing this long enough to know that when you can get your hands on something that can help you launch faster, make money sooner, save on tokens, and set a precedence for code quality, for performance, for security, for best practices, and for simplicity, you may as well leverage it, especially when it's a one-off investment that costs a fraction of what these platforms are charging on a monthly basis. So whether you're going to pick up this template or not, I'm going to show you what it is. Enjoy. See ya. Okay, once everything's up and running, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see a beautiful dashboard with a sidebar that's adjustable. You can double click it to set it back to default. You can minimize it, expand it, do whatever you want with it. In the top left, we have the team selector. So you can select between the two teams. It's instant and all the data is isolated between the teams, including the members. You can very easily create a new team. You can manage teams. You can do whatever you want. Again, the code is yours, so you can customize this however you please. Below that, we have the command palette. And at the moment, we can just switch between the different themes of the application, but you can add data to this. You can add search, you can add navigation, whatever you want to do. Now, the dashboard itself is just a placeholder at the moment. We have some example elements showing conditional visibility, and I'll show you how that works in a second. But basically, based on the role and the permissions of the user, you'll be able to lock down certain pages, conditionally hide or show elements or data, whatever it is you want to do. Claude will know how to do it because of the way we've set that up. So if we move on down to the settings, we have a general page here where you can add some general settings. At the moment, we've just got the theme selector. Then in the team tab, you can manage everything related to the team. So you can set an avatar, you can change the name, and you can set a webhook. Now this webhook will fire off whenever a team related event occurs. So whenever you invite someone, you can fire off the webhook, and then in N8N, you can send them an email with the invite link. I haven't integrated email because I don't want to integrate stuff you might want to remove. So for now, we've just got a webhook. And if you want to add email, you can just do that with a prompt. The documentation will be uploaded very shortly with some prompts on how to do that. But the point is, webhooks are nice and lightweight. They fire off whenever team events occur. And you can also upgrade this to have a full API for the entire application that's accessible from third-party services. But that's another story. In the profile, we can obviously change our avatar. And what I want to note is that all the file storage is also taken care of. It's all in Supabase. So not only is your data authentication in Supabase, but also your file storage, and it's all hooked up, ready to go. You can change your name. You can edit your email depending on the settings that you've set up in the back end. And then of course in the members tab, as the owner, I can adjust the role of all of the other members. I can invite people. I can select their role when I invite them. I can remove members. I can do basically anything I want. And I'll just show you what the real time looks like. So at the moment, as an admin, this person can see admin and member. And if we switch them to member, they'll only be able to see the member. So you can see it's all real time. If I come in here and let's have a look at the name of the team here. If I go to team and I change that to low coders, you'll see this update in real time. All right, and if we jump onto the last thing, we have an example footer link for the sidebar here. Again, you can customize all of this any way you want. And in the bottom left, we have the user menu where you can change a whole bunch of things. You can log out. Again, everything is taken care of. And the whole point of this app is to give you the best possible blank canvas to begin building from. It handles all the boring stuff so you can get onto what actually matters, like building domain-specific app functionality. In the documentation itself, we have a whole bunch of prompts that you can copy and paste to add functionality, to add features. Long story short, it's got everything you need. So pick it up, get building, and I want to see what you build with it.